If you don't know, the thing to do is not to get scared, but to learn. Learn to value yourself, which means fight for your happiness. I could die for you, but I couldn't, and wouldn't, live for you. To say I love you, one must know first how to say the I. A creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. I swear by my life and my love of it, that I will never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for mine. Why do they always teach us that it's easy and evil to do what we want, and that we need discipline to restrain ourselves? It's the hardest thing in the world to do what we want. And it takes the greatest kind of courage. I mean, what we really want. The smallest minority on earth is the individual. Those who deny individual rights cannot claim to be defenders of minorities. I started my life with a single absolute, that the world was mine to shape in the image of my highest values and never to be given up to a lesser standard, no matter how long or hard the struggle. The hardest thing to explain is the glaringly evident which everybody has decided not to see. The man who does not value himself cannot value anything or anyone. Contradictions do not exist. Whenever you think that you are facing a contradiction, check your premises. You will find that one of them is wrong. To sell your soul is the easiest thing in the world. That's what everybody does every hour of his life. If I asked you to keep your soul, would you understand why that's much harder? My happiness is not the means to any end. It is the end. It is its own goal. It is its own purpose. He is free to evade reality. He is free to unfocus his mind and stumble blindly down any road he pleases, but not free to avoid the abyss he refuses to see. Devotion to the truth is the hallmark of morality. There is no greater, nobler, more heroic form of devotion than the act of a man who assumes the responsibility of thinking. Never think of pain or danger, or enemies a moment longer than is necessary to fight them. The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. Let me give you a tip on a clue to men's characters. The man who damns money has obtained it dishonorably. The man who respects it has earned it. Don't fool yourself, my dear. You're much worse than a bitch. You're a saint. Which shows why saints are dangerous and undesirable. She did not know the nature of her loneliness. The only words that named it were, "This is not the world I expected." You have been the one encounter in my life that can never be repeated. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. A government is the most dangerous threat to man's rights. It holds a legal monopoly on the use of physical force against legally disarmed victims. I love you so much that nothing can matter to me, not even you. Only my love, not your answer. Not even your indifference. I never found beauty in longing for the impossible, and never found the possible to be beyond my reach. What greater wealth is there than to own your life and to spend it on growing? Every living thing must grow. It can't stand still. It must grow or perish. There's nothing as significant as a human face, nor as eloquent. We can never really know another person, except by our first glance at him. Because, in that glance, we know everything. Even though we're not always wise enough to unravel the knowledge. I am, therefore I'll think. The purpose of morality is to teach you, not to suffer and die, but to enjoy yourself and live. I worship individuals for their highest possibilities as individuals, and I loathe humanity for its failure to live up to these possibilities. Integrity is the ability to stand by an idea. Live and act within the limit of your knowledge, and keep expanding it to the limit of your life. But why should you care what people will say? All you have to do is please yourself. When I disagree with a rational man, I let reality be our final arbiter. If I am right, he will learn. If I am wrong, I will. One of us will win, but both will profit. Run for your life from any man who tells you that money is evil. That sentence is the leper's bell of an approaching looter. People create their own questions because they are afraid to look straight. All you have to do is look straight and see the road, and when you see it, don't sit looking at it. Walk. There is no such thing as a lousy job. Only lousy men who don't care to do it. Joy is the goal of existence, and joy is not to be stumbled upon, but to be achieved. And the act of treason is to let its vision drown in the swamp of the moment's torture. If one's actions are honest, one does not need the predated confidence of others. Patience is always rewarded, and romance is always round the corner. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. Rationalization is a process of not perceiving reality, but of attempting to make reality fit one's emotions. Have you ever felt the longing for someone you could admire? For something not to look down at, but up to. Self-sacrifice. But it is precisely the self that cannot and must not be sacrificed. It is not death that we wish to avoid, but life that we wish to live. What is man? He's just a collection of chemicals with delusions of grandeur. I can accept anything, except what seems to be the easiest for most people. The halfway, the almost, the just about, the in-between. Men who reject the responsibility of thought and reason can only exist as parasites on the thinking of others. She knew that even pain can be confessed, but to confess happiness is to stand naked, delivered to the witness. One loses everything when one loses one's sense of humor. In this world, either you're virtuous or you enjoy yourself. Not both. Lady, not both. Power lust is a weed that grows only in the vacant lots of an abandoned mind. Self-respect is something that can't be killed. The worst thing is to kill a man's pretense at it. I take no pride in hopeless longing. I wouldn't hold a stillborn aspiration. I'd want to have it, to make it, to live it. I don't wish to be the symbol of anything. I'm only myself. Ask yourself whether the dream of heaven and greatness should be left waiting for us in our graves, or whether it should be ours here and now and on this earth. Never ask people about your work. A woman gets more sex pleasure from cheating than a man. For him, it's not a God knows what event. For her, cheating always means revenge, or passion, or sin. Reason is not automatic. Those who deny it cannot be conquered by it. Do not count on them.